Good afternoon, Fredericksburg. I'm Brian Layton, Interim Chief of Police, City of Fredericksburg. Today, Friday, May 15th, marks the first day of Phase 1 easing of certain temporary restrictions as issued by Governor Northam in previous orders throughout much of Virginia. Executive Order 61 describes the requirements of the Phase 1 slow opening procedures, both mandatory and best practices. I'd like to review portions of Executive Order 61 with you today and highlight some of those requirements and best practices. Phase 1 slightly eases the restrictions on restaurants, dine-in establishments, food courts, breweries, microbreweries, distilleries, wineries, and tasting rooms, in that they may now continue takeout and delivery services and may now operate outdoor dining and beverage services. Outdoor dining comes with restrictions which include the occupancy may not exceed 50% of the previously established occupancy for the outdoor space. No more than 10 patrons may be seated as a party. Tables must be positioned 6 feet apart. Employees working in customer-facing areas must use face coverings at all times, and businesses must adhere to enhanced cleaning and disinfecting requirements. Non-essential brick-and-mortar businesses may open under the following restrictions. Occupancy may not exceed 50% of the previously established occupancy for the business. Employees working in customer-facing areas must wear face coverings at all times. And businesses must adhere to the governor's written guidelines for all business sectors. Fitness and exercise facilities may reopen for outdoor activities only. Personal care and personal grooming services, which include salons, barbershops, spas, massage centers, tanning salons, and tattoo shops, may reopen under the following restrictions. The occupancy may not exceed 50% of the previously established occupancy for the business. There must be at least 6 feet of physical distance between workstations and only one appointment per service provider at a time. Employees working in customer-facing areas must wear face coverings at all times. Businesses must provide face coverings for clients or ask that clients bring their own face coverings during the service. And businesses must adhere to enhanced cleaning and disinfecting requirements. Theaters, performing arts centers, concert venues, museums, indoor entertainment centers, bowling alleys, skating rinks, arcades, amusement parks, trampoline parks, fairs, arts and crafts facilities, escape rooms, public and private social clubs, beaches, and public and private schools must remain closed under the Phase 1 restrictions. All public and private in-person gatherings of more than 10 individuals is still prohibited. Starting today, this restriction does not apply to religious services, but there are many other social distancing and educational requirements for all religious services. A copy of Governor Northam's Executive Order 61 and the Governor's guidelines for all business sectors can be found on the city's website at www.fredericksburgva.gov. Please know that I have ordered increased patrols throughout our city in an effort to educate and seek voluntary compliance with the outlined Phase 1 restrictions issued by Governor Northam. If the community has specific questions related to Executive Order 61 or wishes to report observed violations of the order within the 22401 zip code, please call the police department's non-emergency phone number at 540-373-3122 and ask to speak to the on-duty watch commander. So concerning best practices, as a community of residents, businesses, and visitors, we must do our collective and individual part to keep our community healthy. This includes adhering to the governor's order to not gather in groups greater than 10 individuals. It also includes adhering to best practices, such as the 6-foot social distancing rule, wearing your mask, washing your hands often, don't touch your face, the we're safer at home mindset, and stay at home if you feel ill. The responsibility to beat this virus lies with all of us as individuals. We must comply with the governor's rules and guidelines so that we don't jeopardize our own family members, our loved ones, our friends, our neighbors, our community, or our nation. On behalf of the men and women of the Fredericksburg Police Department and all of our fellow city employees, I wish you all a safe weekend and ask that you do your part to keep us all safe. Now I'd like to introduce Fire Chief Mike Jones for an update.
Thank you, Chief Layton. Let's talk a little bit about the statistics as we put those up every day. In the local health district, which includes the 4 counties and the city of Fredericksburg, now 902 positive cases in the health district. We had an increase of 2 overnight in Fredericksburg. We're now up to 82 positive cases. Stafford has 442, Spotsylvania 291, King George 45, and Caroline 42. We had an increase of 29 cases overnight. That's down a little bit from the last couple of days where we had 33 and 35 respectively. We're still standing at 14 deaths from COVID-19 in the health district. Let's hope that doesn't increase. The state has put out a new way that they put on their dashboard about testing and positivity of testing and everything. What they have said is that the number of positive tests versus total number of tests issued throughout the statewide, it's about 16% being positive, or actually 15% in the Commonwealth being positive. The city and the local health district is actually at 16% positivity, so we're 1% above that. We still have only 4 outbreaks in the area. We just had a recent outbreak that occurred at an agricultural setting in King George. There are currently 28 positive patients between the 3 hospitals in the health district. So we have positive patients there that are trying to get better. We'll put the other statistics up on our written report as we go forward from there. Again, going to be a nice weekend out there, so make sure you get outside and enjoy that and take in the sunshine. But remember to stay vigilant with your health and practice good social distancing and proper hygiene. As people start to move more frequently with the governor's reopening commencing, please be careful of both vehicular and pedestrian traffic, because you're going to see an increased amount of that, especially this weekend with the nice weather. On a final note for today, with the limited reopening starting today and the Commonwealth and conditions starting to move back toward more normal, we don't know exactly what that's going to be, but back toward more normal, we're going to continue to provide you video reports, except that they're not going to be on a daily basis. We're going to start to provide video reports Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, not including holidays that might be there like Memorial Day or 4th of July, things like that. But we'll be doing that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So thanks, and have a safe and pleasant weekend. We'll talk soon.